So we actually filmed a podcast last night. I think we're going to stick to just food on that podcast, and maybe we'll do another podcast that's just random stuff, like things that interest us. No particular theme for the podcast. It's just, you know, another podcast rather than CCC rated, which I think is just going to be about food. So yeah, if you've got any food related questions or anything that you want covering, trends or whatever that you see that you think or you want to know our thoughts on them, I don't know why I couldn't speak then, let us know. Also, something weird happened to me the other day. I was trying to sell an air rifle, and this guy just basically said, I want proof you are who you say you are before I transfer money over, and it's fine because it's quite expensive. I sent over a photo with me in it of my driving license, and I covered the date of my driving license and my driving license number. Now, I didn't really need to cover the date, but it just so happens a bit of paper that I ripped off covered both. So I sent that across, and he said, oh mate, this is bullshit, I don't believe you, blah blah blah. And I said, what are you talking about? I've just proven to you that I'm a real person. He goes, yeah, but you could be anywhere in the world. And it just went backwards and forth like that for fucking ages. So I just sent him a photo of a business rate that was sent to my home address, and which was sent to me in June. I said, well, I'm obviously in England, and why would I show you my face if this was going to be a scam? That doesn't make sense. So anyway, long story short, I originally cut it short and said, this is odd. You're making the fact that you've been so overtly aggressive is a bit weird. So I've sold loads of air rifles and stuff on Gunstar. It is never had that issue before. It was really odd. Odd to the point where I thought he was actually trying to scam me. Yeah, that was a weird one. You see the little bottles of red wine there that we sell. We're going to sell larger bottles, but we didn't have fridge space. Not that it matters for red wine. Just looks weird if we only have red wine in large bottles and not in any other drink we have. So anyway, by the by, first week of selling alcohol actually went pretty much better than we thought. We didn't really think we'd sell much. We actually ended up selling out of all of our Tiger beers, the large bottles, and they are quite expensive base end, so we have to sell them quite expensive. I think, yeah, so we sell them for about £6 something. I can't remember what exactly off the top of my head. I never use I don't even know how to use the till system, but yeah. Anyway, we've sold a lot of those, quite a few rosés, and that has prompted us to get more stock in and buy a second drinks fridge, because we do feel like, although it isn't a main draw and people aren't, wouldn't go mad as if they were in a real restaurant over drinks and things like that, but just have one beer with your food is lovely, isn't it? So we're finding a lot of people are doing that. So that's a nice surprise, because I honestly thought we were going to sell about 5 or 6 drinks, but we've ended up selling quite a bit. So yeah, that's something that I think is pretty, well, not good going, but unexpected. I can't think of the words today, I'm so tired. Testing out specials, aren't you, Mark?
Yeah.
Tasty?
I like it.
Yeah. Is that the food
That's
dance?
the way, I like it.
That's weird. So I'm making a duck yellow curry here, just making sure that my recipe is perfect for Recipe Vault members. It's been about, I can't remember how long, I said a while since I've done this, so I'm just checking that I've remembered measurements right, and it's working out well. But that's by the by. I want to just point out this person here and how fucking idiotic they are. Right, so I put a post up saying here about how I'm asking for questions for the podcast, not to answer right now, but this fucking thick fucking moron couldn't get that into their fucking head, could they? So look, oh, what do I think of green dragon rice, right? And I said, thank you very much for your question. Sorry I didn't see it before. I like to answer all questions if I see them. I will answer this on the podcast. Okay, still no answer. Got it. You got what? The fact you are fucking bellend, slightly moronic, and probably half of a potato, not a full one. You don't get full potato status for this. You get half potato. because a full potato at least would have some sort of remnants of a brain. Like, seriously. And then I said, I'm going to block you, and they basically said, I don't care. Well, why did you ask my opinion in the first place? So I think you might do. I think you might do a little bit. So you're out of my life forever. Don't care. Goodbye. Gone. But seriously, normally when I put these posts up, someone always asks a question that they expect to answer to right there and then. But I'm asking, and I mean this with all my heart. I know a lot of you aren't reading the post properly, and that's absolutely fine. And you go, right, I get it. But it's when you act like a fucking bellend that I'm gonna come back at you, because 1, rude, 2, fuck off. Seriously, it's just how fucking dare you think that my life should revolve around you, you tosser. Because you got one. Do you not have any idea how many questions I get a fucking hour? And I do try to answer them all, and I cannot answer them all, but I really do fucking try. And to those people who appreciate that and understand that, you are the real MVPs here. You're the stars, and you're the reason why me and Mum keep doing this as we do. And Lydia, because what I miss, Lydia usually, well, 99% of the time, manages to catch in the net, and she answers them for herself. For us, well, anyway, you know what I mean. But it's just the one little bellend like this who ruins it for everyone. It's just like, I just sit there and think, well, actually, I would have done, but nowadays I'm just ranting about it because it irritated me right there and there, and I've had a tiny bit of wine, so that's what I'm talking about. Otherwise, I wouldn't really give a fuck. I don't even really give a fuck now. I just thought it'd make funny content. I just want to point out that this person's a total wanker, and I'm really glad I blocked them out of my life, because what a tit. It's a really fucking rant heavy video today, and I said I don't really like doing it anymore. But I was fucking stopped outside my restaurant to unload my fucking car, which is insured for commercial use, right? So I'm offloading my car outside my restaurant, and a guy shakes his head at me for parking out the front. I can't unload it anywhere else. There is no back way to go through. And the guy is Mr. Fucking you fucking bellend. It's because he's a fucking arsehole. He also drives like a fucking as well. Yeah, what a fucking arsehole. There is no other access. It's only front or nothing. So shake your head all you fucking want. Just shows you a fucking. That's why no one fucking liked you at school. You fucking knobhead. And he drives this Lotus around like he's a fucking kingpin. And that's his pride and joy, and the only thing he has any joy from, because he's a shallow little fucking knob. So editing that, I had actually calmed down. That's why I've bleeped his name out. And what's the word? Bleeped out the swear words. Well, the really bad swear word. I have to be really angry in order to use that word, by the way. So that's why that's all bleeped out. Yeah, just like, I still think he's a fucking arsehole. And he always has been, but like, I was going to go on Facebook and just trash him, but I just couldn't be bothered. Like, that's such childish behaviour. I was just really angry. It's like, I popped the boot open as well, so it was obvious you could see stock. He couldn't put 2 and 2 together, could he? Like, that person used to teach people. What a fucking knobhead. So this came in today, and I thought it was pretty funny and quite apt for that guy earlier. So back to this fridge. This is actually, well, back to this is actually a fridge for alcohol stuff. So that's going to go over there. There used to be a small fridge. So that's what that's for. It's not just a ass handle for dickheads. There's literally 1,000 fucking layers of packaging on this thing. Look at it. Hot. Well, that, and we've just done a deep clean. It's probably the fact that we've just done a fucking deep clean. It's still hot. There it is in its new place. See, like, alcohol is fairly limited at the moment, and this means we should be able to stock a lot more. Also, we got new outside furniture. Before it just looked a bit wank, to be honest. We just had old, what's the word, tables that we inherited, but spent a little bit on these benches and they look much better. So that's it for today. Thank you very much to the patrons for your support. You are legends. Thank you. Peace.